What's happening, Life at the Mountain family? We are back on the Blackstone. I feel like I haven't cooked for y'all in forever. It's football season. You see the shirt. Ha ha. That means you need to get on this griddle and be making you some delicious appetizers. So what are we making? We are making a Philly cheese, but it's going to be a cheesesteak in a bell pepper right on the Blackstone. So the ingredients we need for it, of course you got to have the bell peppers. For me, I wanted to make it colorful. You know, we're going to be at the game. You got all the team colors. Stay in the spirit of that. We've got mushrooms, onions. Y'all know I like to keep it a little spicy, so I got some jalapenos. You can choose whether or not you want to have sliced ribeye, or you can go ahead and just buy it where it's already shaved for you. And the star of the show is always going to be some provolone cheese, because what is a Philly cheesesteak without the cheese? So we're going to put on our Blackstone, which you know it's already heated and ready. The first thing we're going to do is going to add a little bit of olive oil, because all I'm going to do is grease it. You know we got to grease the Blackstone. We have it on a low setting. Just going to add a little grease to keep these veggies from sticking. But the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to add our peppers. Now you can do this in the oven as well. If you don't have a Blackstone and you're like, hey, it looks delicious, don't have a Blackstone, that's quite all right. You can cut these in half, put them in the oven, and let them bake until it gets to your desired tenderness. So, you know, some people like theirs really, really tender. Some like theirs a little crunch. I'm kind of in between, girl. So we're going to put those in there. We're going to let them cook a little bit before I add the meat. And of course, we're going to do all of this right on screen. So we're going to let this cook for a little bit and add our meat. Now the peppers have been cooking for maybe about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead now and start preparing the steak. So on this side of the grill, I'm going to add a little bit more. Picked up the steak too fast, y'all. I'm going to add just a little bit more olive oil to the griddle. And just spread it around. Again, we're making Philly cheesesteaks on bell peppers. If you are on keto, this is a very keto friendly diet, or meal I should say, or appetizer. I said it's game day. It's time for us to get on this griddle and get it popping. I'm going to season my meat. Y'all know I love the Cavenders, so I'm going to add the Cavenders to it. I'm also going to add some pepper right on the griddle. And just for a little razzle dazzle, I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning to the meat. And I'll probably add a little bit more. We're just gonna separate this meat out. Let it cook. Again, I have everything on low. Not that I'm cooking low and slow, it's just I don't want the meat to cook really, really fast. And those veggies over there. You know, the Blackstone is a beast to cook on. We're gonna let that cook. I'm gonna add a little bit more seasoning to it. Some more of my special Cavenders. You can't get enough of the Caddy. And we're gonna mix it up again. And we're gonna put that over there. Let it get a little cook on it. I love garlic. I love the taste of garlic, y'all. And if I can get in it, I'll tell you what it looks like. But at Sam's, they have this garlic butter that is absolutely delicious. Comes packaged like that. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the garlic butter to the griddle. And then I'm just going to add the onions and the mushrooms to the griddle. Just put it right on in there. I'm holding out on my jalapeno peppers because they don't have to be cooked. I'm going to add a little heat to them by adding them to the griddle. But for the most part, I can do that after the fact. This paper plate, and the way my hands are set up trying to save these jalapenos from getting on there. So we'll just sit that right there. we'll let the mushrooms and onions cook together. I'm gonna go ahead and flip over these peppers. See, they're getting a little char on them, which is fine. Sometimes it's just easier for me to do it this way. Just flipping them over, let them get a little char. Again, you can do this in the oven, 350 degrees until the desired tenderness. Just let them continue to cook over there with a little char going. Mix your veggies in with that garlic butter. And because I told you all, I really like the taste of garlic, especially when I'm doing a steak, I'm going to add some garlic. All right, I grabbed my garlic a little off there, put a little garlic in. I told you I love the taste of garlic. No, I didn't cut up my own garlic. Why cut it up when they can mince it for you and have it in the tube? So I'm gonna put that in there. Now what I'm going to do when the steak gets done, I'm gonna add the peppers and the mushrooms to it. You don't have to do that because you might have a group of people who don't like onions, don't like mushrooms. So you can just have it to where they fix it on their own. But I'm gonna actually make it all the way where I fill it and do all the good stuff. So we're gonna let these cook a little bit more, and I'm gonna break up that steak. And you cook the steak to whatever you like as far as the wellness of the meat or the temperature of the meat. Some people still like a little red in it. I'm gonna cook the red out. It looks like pretty much the red is out. And then what I'm gonna do now is to add all that deliciousness in it together. We're just gonna add it all in there together. If you all can smell it, I know my cameraman smells it. But y'all, the smell of onions and garlic, game day ready, game day ready. What are some appetizers you do on the game day? Who your team? Tell me who you're pulling for this year. I hope you're a loyal fan and stay with whoever you pull with all the time. I don't know about y'all, but we've been getting into some college games as well. Don't act like y'all know who we've been pulling for in the college either. Because y'all know what? I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find. I ain't hard to find. So you just mix that in there. While it's mixing, cooking, it's going to continue to cook. Keep all that deliciousness over there. Meat. We're going to flip these back over. Get a little char on them. Again, you cook it to whatever temperature you like. If you like it crispy, if you want it cooked all the way till it's almost soggy, it's whatever you like. It's your appetizer. It's for your guests. All right. So we got that flipped over. This is a quick appetizer meal too, you all. Once we have that done, grab the provolone. Now, depending on if you like it really, really cheesy, I'm going to add a thin, these are thin sliced provolone too, but I'm going to add a slice, one slice to each one of my peppers. Okay. And again, just having the different colors just makes it festival. You know, festival. What? Festive. But this is a good game day treat. And again, it's very keto friendly. So if you're looking out for people who are watching those carbs, tell them you got them. Everything is not going to be pasta and chips and salsa, although that's good. It's real good. So we're just going to add the cheese. Bam, look at there. And of course, it's still cooking the veggies. I'm gonna make sure I get all this deliciousness cooked up over here. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add these jalapenos fresh out the jar. Just let them get a little warm, even a little char if you like your stuff with a little char. I always say, y'all, people cook their food how they want it. And as long as they enjoy it, who are we to be mad about how they cook it, right? So everything's melting up pretty good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the meat mixture to the actual peppers. So you just take as much or as little as you like and empty it into your pepper. It's like you're adding the star to the show. Right? Imagine sitting in front of the TV, game on. Got you some peppers with some cheese steak. Just popping it in there. Again, it's spilling over. I'm not even worried, because y'all know how the Blackstone cleans up. If you don't know, that means you need to make sure you go and watch the other videos that we have out there. And while you're here, you've been here this long, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, get notified, y'all. This is just pure deliciousness. It's just deliciousness. All right, so I think we done stuffed these peppers to the most stuffishness. What y'all think? All we're gonna do now, we're gonna add us another layer of cheese on the top. The cheese is gonna seal the deal for us. Again, if you don't like a lot of cheese, you lactose intolerant, you might want to leave this part out. Just add cheese to the top. We just sealing the deal right now. All the good stuff is on the inside, and you wrapping it up. Slide you over a little bit. Let that cheese melt all the way through and through. Don't even need any bread. You can eat as many of these as you like without the guilt. What about that for football appetizer, guilt-free eating? And while that's melting, I'm just gonna add us a jalapeno to the top of each one. If you wanna add more, you can. It's whatever you like. Add you one. We're not gonna let these go to waste, right? Nah, get over there. Get on there. Let those melt, y'all. Got some deliciousness left. That's okay, because we will clean this up. But look, that can go, if somebody wants like a pita, maybe they don't want that and you want to put it on a pita, you can add some pitas on here, or tortilla rolls. Put them on here, wrap them up in there, same thing. We're gonna close the lid for a little bit, come back with all the cheese that's melted. This is some real deliciousness. All right, family, we're gonna go ahead and just take these bad boys off, because look at this. I'm telling y'all, game day changer. Slide them off, stack them in whatever container you want. Look at this right here. Man, don't tell me it don't look good. Well, you can tell me it don't look good if you don't think it look good. But you know you be lying. So the cheese is melted perfectly. Put it on there. And then we got that last one to take off. I got to get them to cool down a little bit, because I want to bite into this and let y'all see that these grilled Philly cheese steak on bell peppers are absolutely amazing. So we're gonna take a little bite. It's hot, y'all. But you know what? I can do it. Did y'all see that cheese? Okay, here. It's good. It's real good. Make you some. Get you some. Game day. This will be a great appetizer to have on your Blackstone Griddle. Life at the mountain. Keeping it real, y'all. With a mouthful of cheesesteak. Hope this channel blesses you. We hope that you like, subscribe, and be notified every time we're here. Our hope for this channel, that it inspires, empowers, entertains, most of all, family, that we keep you informed. Be blessed.